Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us on this election night. I'm Mike Thompson.
And I'm Martha Koloski. Polls are closed, and we are one step closer to November's general election. Two of the biggest races in our area today were the primaries for 32nd district seats in the Wisconsin State Senate. Dan
Kapanke is hoping to regain the seat he used to hold before losing it to Jennifer Schilling in a recall election back in 2011. Tonight,